The people at the top know exactly what they're doing, and the followers are just following along. This is the classic, the militias are riding the kooks and the NPCs into battle take. I 100% agree with this take. I think this is how things typically worked. I think this is how things historically have worked. However, because internet, I really do think we're entering an era where there's another model emerging, a model where the crazies actually make it to the top. The people who say the crazy shit actually believe the crazy shit they're saying. Take old Marge in Charge, for example. She didn't get involved in politics until Trump got involved in politics. Before that, she was kind of a famous conspiracy theory blogger. She is full-blown red-pilled. She believes everything she is saying. She had her brain melted first, and that's what got her interested in politics. Then you got JD. That's a picture of Sophia Nelson. Nelson and Vance met each other at Yale Law and became instant buddies because they realized that they were both the only people in the class that were publicly educated and came from working class backgrounds. Nelson is biracial, progressive, queer, and at the time, Vance was kind of like a Ron Swanson Republican. And yet at the time, Vance really loved and respected Nelson. Nelson and her partner were guests at JD Vance's wedding, and even years after graduation, they kept in touch. They became pen pals, basically, and whenever anything major happened in the news, they were writing back and forth to each other what they thought of it. Nelson has been a very private individual until recently. She started sharing some of those private correspondences she had back and forth with Vance. Apparently, around 2020, she noticed that Vance was saying more and more increasingly bizarre stuff whenever he showed up on TV or on Twitter. She eventually confronts him about it, asks him what's going on, and he tells her to her face, you know, I love you, Sophia, and I respect you, but the only reason you think you're queer is because George Soros has brainwashed you. Vance had been a never-Trumper and a regular dude, but like so many white guys in their middle age during COVID, he got red-pilled by 4chan and went cuckoo bananas. This episode of the Daily Podcast is an interview with Sophia Nelson all about this, so if you want the details, go check it out. It's on YouTube. You could keep going, right? Trump, Alex Jones, Rudy Giuliani, these guys all believe it. They really do believe the crazy shit that's coming out of their mouth, and they are in power.